I'm a civil engineer that came up through the construction industry, got involved in technology and using it on the job site for many years, and eventually started DirtPrep Solutions, where we're a construction consulting company. We provide data services, building 3D models for machine control, takeoffs, volume calculations, and drone flights. And we also represent Leica and Hexagon machine control products, from lasers to machine control to self-perform layout solutions like GPS and total stations, ground penetrating radar and utility detection solutions. So really what we specialize at DirtPrep is helping people adopt technology. Technology is something that can really help the productivity, and people are seeing it help them be more competitive, especially in today's landscape with shortages of labor, higher cost of materials, equipment, and so on, and inflation that's happening.
Technology is here. It's been here. The big companies definitely implement it, and they have been for a while. The smaller companies are realizing that they have to embrace this, otherwise they're going to get left behind. But most of them don't have a lot of experience doing it.
So often we have customers come to us that are frustrated with the technology that they're using, and they're wondering, are we really even making money by trying to use this technology, because it's, a clunky workflow, right? So we can go in and analyze the workflow of what the contractor is really trying to do, and see how we can introduce the technologies that we provide to fix the pain points. And really, we're asking our clients to transform and change the way they do business through the use of technology.
It took me a while to really get on board with it, because I didn't feel like it had historically been successful or beneficial. It felt like there was just a lot of struggle to make it function, and half the time it felt like the guys didn't want to use it because they were always talking about spikes and challenges of getting the model to function. But after Jason's team came and worked with us and saw the system and comfortable with it, it made sense, and we have been very successful at getting our models to work with our Leica system, and the guys love it. And our D6, I don't think it's been down a day since we bought it. It's on all our jobs, constantly moving, and I think it's the best thing, the best purchase we've made.
Our typical clients are from the small to mid-sized company. However, we do work with some of the bigger ones as well. But we often find with the smaller companies, it often goes underlooked, the data management side, which is a huge part to using technology. Technology is great, and it will build a very good bad model if you have it. So having a good model is very important. And here at DirtPrep, we feel we are unique in the situation that we offer a one-stop solution where people can get both sides of that coin, the data management side and the technology side.
There's some steps to being successful at technology, and it's really important that you find the right partner. Like DirtPrep is what we really pride ourselves in, is helping people get from A to Z.
Often we find when we do the model building, we are able to foresee issues that they might have or realize in the field, and it's way cheaper to actually fix them when you do it ahead of time in the office. So we spend a lot of our time trying to understand every aspect and facet of what a company wants to get done and try to provide them with the best solution.
So we put this in their hands, and you can almost see them instantly like, wow, this is so much easier, and I can see how this is going to change my day and make me more productive.
I was amazed at how the user interface was. It was super simple to use. And so the thing about technology is if you don't use things on a daily basis, and you're somebody who maybe jumps on a rover system once a week or once a month, it's really difficult to remember all the steps that you need to take to use that system. With the other brands, it's something that you have to use all the time. There's a lot of file structures, a lot of complicated things that you have to know. But when I started using Leica, it was one file. It was, the computer screen was very easy to use. It was something I could recognize, that I could always come back to it a week later, a month later, and there wasn't such a learning curve to get back to it.
So we do this in a few different ways. When a contractor wants to implement the solution, we come on site, we do the training and the implementation, and we really hold their hand through that process and make sure everyone involved is trained and ready and capable and understanding exactly how this can make them money and make their jobs easier and more profitable. And when we're not there on site, we have Leica's Connex solution, which allows us to do remote support. So we can actually, as soon as someone calls us, we can be looking at their screen and seeing exactly which buttons they're pressing. So it makes not only our lives easier, but they get back to work faster.
We often hear in Southern California specifically that there's a severe lack of support for people trying to implement technology. So here at DirtPrep, we have a whole call system, and we've put an appreciable amount of resources towards making sure we're able to react quickly, almost immediately every time a customer has an issue.
Not even just being able to help the people, but showing them that we understand, that we are there to care for them. I've seen, and I've been part of a lot of, help calls that I've put in my own, where the person on the other side of the line is either showing like that it's an issue that you're calling them, or that they don't have the time to help you. And it's just made it feel very uncomfortable, asking for help or wanting to get it done. So each one of our customers, when they call, it's kind of like friends talking. They'll pick up the phone, ask them how they're doing. They'll do like a quick catch up with how their lives are doing. And then we'll get into the problem because they feel comfortable talking to us. We have our own little jokes in between each other. We know each one of them personally, by name, by which job they're on, and we keep updates with them just to keep that relationship solid. Because if they come in with an issue and say we're not able to figure it out right away, they know that we're going to be there to help them through it, and that we'll get back to them when we do have the issue solved. It just creates a lot more trust in between us.
They implement technology and they find that it really pays it off very quickly, sometimes even in one project. And then they go on to add more machines or more rovers just to take tighter control of all of their projects and understand where they're making money and how they're saving money through these additional systems as they go. When we see that we made somebody's life easier, I mean, that's what we're all about, right? Like, that's our whole passion.